activities here in Mallorca, Spain, are literally endless. I've actually lived here for 6 years and I have not done every activity. That's right, not done everything. It's a quite small island, but it is so diverse. We have over 200 beaches for those of you who love the water and love beaches. But there's so much more to Mallorca than that. There is a tremendous amount of history. We have a very famous cathedral where part of it was designed by the famous Antoni Gaudí. So if you love museums, we also have another one dedicated to another famous artist, Joan Miró. So lots of museums, also some history with that cathedral I mentioned. But there's so much of the Mediterranean life right here in the heart of Mallorca. Something that I love to do when I travel throughout the Mediterranean, throughout Europe, is to go to the central markets. There's one called the Mercat de Olivar, and that's the famous heart and soul of the food scene here in Mallorca. It's a market that's been in business for over 130 years. We used to have our school there before we moved to our current location. It's a great place to go and to get a sense of what's going on with the local food and produce. You know, it's so popular to eat in season or 0 kilometer, but you really can see each and every day because it's open from Monday to Saturday, almost every single day of the week. But if you want to get out and away from the city, there are tons of little towns where you can literally go to see what we call pueblos or small towns and see what those local markets have. Now, those are typically on one day of the week, and it varies depending upon the city or the town throughout the island. For those of you who love hiking, we have mountains here that are actually part of the World UNESCO Heritage Site. They're called the Tramontana Mountains. So bring those hiking shoes and get up to some of those tremendous cliffs, mountains, and gorgeous sea views here in Mallorca. There's another one called the Cap de Formentor, and in addition, there's even an old monastery where you can stay. That's right, it's in the town of Luc, that's Luc. You can stay in an actual monastery. It's so crazy. Now, interestingly enough, all the rooms are singles. Imagine that, because the monks had to stay by themselves. So it's really a unique experience. It's a throwback in time. We also have castles where you can stay. For other people who like hiking, there's a place called the Castillo or Castle of Alaro. Alaro is in the center of the island, has gorgeous vistas, it has views actually around the entire island. For those of you who love water, there are plenty of water tours. You can go on, as we call, barcos or boats. There's sightseeing tours that go around the island. But if you like more things on the land, don't be afraid to rent a Vespa or a scooter. They have all different types. We have electric scooters, electric bikes, the traditional little push scooters, and even every other type of wheeled thing or transportation, I guess you'd say, or traditional push bikes available. So all of those are great ways. You could even take a Segway tour. Or of course, the old classic, the double-decker red bus is great. It's a great way to get yourself oriented if you're going to be here for a week or 2 or 3. And last but not least, there are lots of our students who are animal lovers, and they like to go to different places to see their animals because they miss them. Look who's back there. That's Bruno Mars. Bruno. Yeah, he's like, what are you doing, Mom? Anyway, there are a bunch of dog beaches on the island where you can go and check them out. If you're missing your own pup or your own animal back at home, you can go to these dog beaches throughout the year and you can visit some other pups. So I hope that gives you a nice taste of what you could do here in Mallorca. Literally 6 years I've been here and I haven't done everything. There's still things on my to-do list. Oh, and I also forgot, if you love botanical gardens, there's a place called Botanic Cactus on the other side of the island. We're also known here for our very famous salt. That's right, it's something called flor de sal. Flor means flower and sal means salt. You can travel over to the other part of the island and see the very famous salt that is produced. It is harvested every year, and it's sent and sold throughout 70 countries in the world. So you can do that in Cecilinius as well as going to Botanic Cactus. And you can see the very famous markets in Santanyí. It is where they make all the special limestone, the Santanyí block that is used extensively in the architecture throughout the island. So that's just a little primer or a starter guide, but there's so much to do here in Mallorca. You'd literally be insane if you didn't want to come here. Well, I'm biased because I love to travel. And I love Mallorca. That's why we live here. And that's why we started the school. So we hope to see you here in Mallorca, either next year or in the future. We always love having new students from around the world. They love coming, they love exploring our island. We've actually had many students, believe it or not only have they come and visited, but many of them actually have moved here. That's right, they were bitten by the Mallorca bug. So they ended up switching their lives and staying. That's how it is infectious. So we look forward to seeing you soon. Don't forget to check out our Black Friday sale, which is right around the corner. And remember, comment on these videos because we still have our month-long contest every month where you can win 250 euros. You have to join this YouTube channel and you have to comment below something fun, insightful, curious, compelling. Make us laugh, make us smile. Say something, teach us something, teach the teachers something that we didn't know.